you guys want to definitely think about this before the baby arrives. A lot of emphasis goes into planning for the pregnancy up until birth, but then after that, it's, oh my God, what do we do?
What are we doing? What do you do with a newborn? You're alone also. Once you leave the hospital, it's just you and this new little person in your house, and you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, so you definitely want to come up with this plan before.
Yes. And not only for the baby, but also for you both, and mama especially. So you want to talk with your partner first and decide together, designate, if possible, one person that can come over and help you out at least for the first 2 weeks. First week, for sure. 2-3 weeks ideal. And in our case, it was my parents. They came both because they do not live in the United States. So they both came, and it was really a lifesaver. And in many cases, just also make sure that you're very blunt with the rest of the family. You just designate one person, and usually who mama feels more comfortable with, because mama is the most vulnerable person in that moment. And many people also hire a doula, postpartum doula, not just a family member, because it can help you to go through things that you never done before, like breastfeeding or taking care of your body or helping you out with all the things related with mama's body and baby.
Yeah, and then you can schedule any other help as well. Like if you guys have a housekeeper, somebody that can come and clean. If you want to sign up for other services like prepared meals, possibly, right?
Yeah, definitely prepare meals. If you have no one that can come help you, maybe the weeks ahead of that moment, you can have friends over helping you out in cooking meals and having something that you just have to pop in the oven or in the microwave, and it's ready to go. Because in those days you'll be super busy. Whatever you plan ahead, also buying stuff, right?
Yeah.
Buying anything that you might need, just have it in the house.
Yeah, and you just want to make sure you do these things just because that first month is never going to happen again. So you definitely want to spend as much time with your baby, right? So thinking about these things and scheduling it out, do that, and you're just going to appreciate and have just more time with the baby.
Yeah, especially if your partner is going to work.
Yeah.
You will need so much help. Even just if you need to take a shower, if you need to eat something, or if you need to close your eyes for a little bit, you need things to be all arranged. And something that I also suggest, if you can do it, it's getting blackout curtains. It's definitely gonna help your sleep and baby sleep. And even if you have 20 minutes for a nap, 1 hour for a nap, it's going to be good sleep if the room is totally blacked out. Yes. Then after that, some very important topic is visits. We recommend to schedule visits in the early afternoon.
So after 6, you got to get into the baby's evening routine. You might have to cook dinner. So you just want to reserve that time for just you and the baby and you and your partner. And yeah,
either early morning or lunchtime. You don't want anyone in the house. In that moment, it's really hard. It's really hard, especially for mama. You're going through some kind of discomfort. Every one of us may be on a different level, but there will be discomfort. So you really don't want a lot of people. Like, just make sure that you talk with your family, that nobody gets offended or takes it personally. It's just good to set up some boundaries.
So let's talk about what to do with a baby.
Yeah, that's also very... I was completely lost in the very beginning. But the good news is the baby will be sleeping almost 20 hours a day. Like, you don't really have many hours to spend with baby. But when baby is awake, a kind of routine that we usually use is eat, play, sleep. Just make sure that you're not rigid. A newborn is not that predictable. You might want to eat every hour or every 3 hours, or... So just be flexible. Just consider this, that you always want to do something with the baby, do some kind of activity while the baby is awake. So I used to feed the baby first and then do something and then go to sleep.
Yeah, so one example of something that we do is just facial expressions, looking at your baby. At that age, at that first month age, they really can't see too far, so you definitely want to just be right up close to the baby and just do different facial expressions. Those things matter. They start to understand different features and
they love your face.
And they
Babies
love your
love
face,
faces.
yeah.
They love to study faces. They love your face. They love your voice. So just engage with the baby. Just make sure that you're not further than 12 inches because they see very blurry past that length. And then of course skin to skin contact with both mama and partner, so the baby feels a lot of comfort. It can self-regulate. It's the temperature. Oxytocin, which is the hormones of happiness. And then tummy time. Tummy time is something that you can start right when you come back up from the hospital. Baby feels like you feel scared because baby is very fragile, but it's never too early to start. It's a super important activity because it builds up the baby's neck strength, back strength, which is the foundation for the future developments, which is sitting up, crawling, and ultimately walking. So tummy time is something super important. Not every baby likes it, but you don't have to be 1 hour straight in tummy time, like even a minute at a time. Every awake window of the baby, we used to practice a little bit of tummy time.
Yeah, also just showing like black and white images. At that age, they can't see in color, so everything's in black and white. So getting photos that show like just engaging shapes and different shapes and sizes.
High contrast images in black and white. They would just or let the baby follow the image if baby is able already. And then what else? Fresh hair, natural fresh hair. We are lucky we live in Los Angeles, so even if our baby arrived in January, we were able to be out of the house. If also your body and your strength allow you to a little walk in the park, even 5-10 minutes, is going to be beneficial for mama and baby. Or if you have a balcony, even in the balcony, just make sure to not let the direct light hits in your baby's eye.
Yeah, so another activity to do with your baby is to read, and read. It is so important to read to your baby, whether it's children's books, newspaper articles, whether it's books that you're reading. You definitely want to read. They're going to enjoy it. They love your voice, so they're really going to enjoy it. It has like a lot of benefits going into the future. Babies that are read to tend to be more articulate in the future, so you really set your baby up just for great communication skills going into the future, right?
And a wide variety of vocabulary.
Right.
Even if you think, oh my God, what am I doing? Baby's not understanding anything. It actually is. It's very good to do.
House tours. That's something I like to take the lead on.
That's
that
his
one.
thing.
That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
But just going around just your home and just pointing different items out to your baby and just explaining just what those items are.
This is the fridge. This is the kitchen. Is where mom and dad cook your food.
Right. It just gets them comfortable and gets them aware of the environment that they're going to be growing up in, and just they get to learn all of the different things of the world, right? So it's really fun. It's a really fun activity.
Yeah, just not even overthink it. Just describe what you see to someone that have never seen that before. So even if it sounds obvious, it's not for a little baby. And again, they love to hear your voice, and they can get bored. So it's nice for them to switch up room and go, oh, this is the balcony, and those are cars, and those are plants, and this is our bed. Something that we forgot to mention earlier, all these activities that you want to do with your babies, consult with your pediatrician first. We are talking about a 9-month baby, healthy baby. Right. In case you have a premature baby, or if there's any other condition, make sure that you consult your pediatrician. We, of course, are not any healthcare provider or expert. We are just sharing our experience and giving tips that worked for us. Something else that it's good to mention, it's the bath time. As soon as the baby arrived, I was petrified, terrified to bat the baby, so I was just sponge batting the baby. Also, because in the first 2 weeks, they still have the belly button. The belly button still has to fall, so I was afraid to touch it. I prefer not to. I, of course, asked first to our pediatrician if that was okay, and it was. So you just want to use baby cloth and with warm water wipe down your baby. And then once the belly button falls, then start batting your baby. But again, it's up to you, and just consult with your pediatrician. Okay, that was all for our tips and experiences for the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks of our baby's life. I hope you enjoy. I hope it helped any one of you. And super important, do not overthink. Just do what your gut is telling you. Do not overthink it. Just go with the flow. And I promise you that in the beginning it might be hard the first few days, but then your instincts will tell you how to do it and what to do with your little one.
Yeah, and guys, make sure to stick around and just subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave some comments down below if you have any additional questions, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.